sweltering heats of the Mojave Desert, to the unpredictable habitat of Tanzania's Serengeti, to the murky depths of the Mariana Trench, to the exhilarating heights of Mount Kilimanjaro, you have the pleasure of listening to From Chicago to Dummast, the Dummast Podcast.
Yo, what is up, everybody? It is your boy Icekold, and I am back with another episode of the Dummast Podcast. This is episode 67, and it really just felt like I finished episode 66 and put that on YouTube and all the other platforms for you. But I'm back in full effect. Got another episode for you, and quite possibly, it might be another episode of the Dummast Podcast before the year is out. But We'll see what's going on with that. But I got a big show for you guys today. Got a lot of guests. Odd is back. Unknown is back. Skelly, so basically I got the RP bunch. I don't know if you guys remember that episode of the Dummast Podcast. It was called the RP bunch, and it was some friends that I RP GTA with, who hopped on the episode with me. Odd is one of those people. So we got Skelly and Angel Hair Pasta, good friends of mine that jumped on the show. We're going to be playing a game called Would You Rather. Fun game, something we used to do while we used to RP, just the past time when we were grinding and shit. Got my cousin Unknown on. We're going to break down this Johnathan Majors situation, but we're going to break it down in two pieces. So one piece is, the two misdemeanor charges and what exactly went down. And then the other one is, how is this going to affect Marvel, the MCU? So what you're going to see is the first breakdown first. Then we're going to go to the Would You Rather. And then we're going to go to the third part of that, the second part of that Johnathan Majors MCU talk. But before I get into that, I do want to get into something. I do want to get into what a lot of people are talking about. At least I can't shake it. I don't know if you guys are avoiding it, but it's been in my timeline. And normally I do not talk about shit like this. Normally I do not talk about relationships and whatnot, the gossip and all that. But this Offset and Cardi B thing is starting to get on my nerves a little bit, and maybe I shouldn't talk about it, but fuck it, I'm gonna talk about it. I want to read you something. So I had a friend on Facebook, and she posted, her name is Don Broaden. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Don. Don Broaden. She posted, and it wasn't her post. This was from a group page called The Woman's Mind. And I want to read this, and I may even put it on the screen. I don't know, depending on if I'm feeling lazy or not. But Cardi B has shown that you can keep your body done for a man, dress sexy to keep his attention, be freaky in the bedroom, buy him whatever he desires, travel the globe together, be his comforter, get money with him, support his every move, love his kids as they were yours, cook, clean, etc. And that man will still play in your face, behind your back, and won't take you seriously because at the end of the day, he's not ready. None of those things will keep a man if he's not ready to be kept. Now, I don't have a problem with everything said there. I do have a problem with some of the things said there. Like, people need to realize that not one thing. Okay, I'm gonna talk about what I agree with. I agree with not everything she said. With the fact that you can do all that stuff and someone can still cheat. I agree with that. I think a person should be equally balanced in a lot of things if you don't want your partner to be venturing out you do have to be, like, I guess, equally yoked or equally, equally set in different parts. The thing is, you can't say, well, my sex is good. My sex is good enough to keep a man. I don't think that exists. like, just because you good at sex, or just because you make a lot of money, or just because you feel you're a good person, does not exclude you from being cheated on. That's just reality. That's just reality. So in that aspect, I think what they're saying is right in this post. Here's the problem I have with that. How do you know Cardi B did all this shit? See, that's the issue. That right there is the issue. I'm gonna kind of go over it. Cardi B has shown that you can get your body done for a man. All right, let's stop it. I would say 99% of the times women get these BBLs, these breast implants and shit like that. It is not for no man. That shit's for themselves, or so they can show off in front of other women. Point blank, period. Y'all women, stop acting like y'all get this shit for us. Y'all get that shit because y'all want to. All right? Let's just call a spade a spade. Y'all ain't doing that shit for us. All right? Dress sexy to keep them. I mean, whatever. I mean, it's some of this stuff. And my point to saying this, some of this stuff is if y'all know this person. Y'all don't know Cardi B. Y'all don't know Cardi B other than what she lets you know, what she puts on the internet. Now, let's say, for instance, all this was true and she did all this shit. Let's say everything was true, but the man still cheated. All right? The man still cheated, allegedly. The man still cheated multiple times. You kept taking him back, but he still cheated. And even though you doing all this shit, and I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, let's say you doing all this shit and he still cheated, maybe you just not a good person to be around. You know what I'm saying? I hear you on how you talk on social media. I hear how you always popping off and you got these hand gestures and shit like that. Maybe he don't like that shit. Maybe he don't like that. maybe you just not a good person to be around. Maybe there's some type of flaw, or if you're doing all this, there's some type of flaw that you have to make this man be like, this ain't the one. This is somebody I'm not gonna mature myself for. It's something in there. You can't tell me that you do all this shit. You do all this shit, and this man is still looking other ways. So you know what this tells me? Either you lying, either that WAP ain't whopping as good as you say that WAP is whopping. Either you don't cook it clean, or maybe your food is nasty. I don't know, but what is trying to be told here is Cardi B has done everything she can for this man, and he cheated anyway. Now, I'm going to go back to what I was saying. How do you know this shit is true? How do you know she cooking clean? How do you guys know this shit? Are you living in a house with them? Are you best friends with Cardi B and she telling you this shit? Like how do you know? People need to stop. People need to stop believing everything social media tries to tell you. Because I'll tell you one thing. Social media is a fucking liar. Social media will lie to your face. Social media is a bald-faced liar. Not a bold-faced liar, a bald-faced liar. Social media will lie in your motherfucking face. You cannot believe everything you read on you cannot believe everything you read on social media. I'm pretty sure somebody saw this post and they posted it all on their walls, and I'm pretty sure there's tons of arguments on Facebook and Twitter about this said post. I'm sure of it. And the more it gets shared and the more people talk about it, the more real it becomes. You telling me, it's so much I can unpack when it come to this. It's so much I can unpack when it come to this. The fact that somebody actually wrote it and probably didn't know Cardi B at all, the fact that people believe it, and the fact that you think you're exempt from cheating because you do certain things. Anybody can get cheated on. Anybody can get cheated on. And I'll go back to when I said, let's say if all this shit is true. Let's say all of this shit is true. Let's say Cardi B has done all this shit. And Offset still cheated on her. Maybe you're just not a good person. Maybe you're annoying as fuck. I wouldn't be surprised if he just feels she's annoying as fuck and need to get out of the house and clear his mind. Now you can also say, well, why don't he just break up with her? That's between them. But I tell you one thing. I could tell you one thing. Just because a person is annoying as fuck, just because your girl is annoying, don't mean you don't love them. You probably genuinely love this person. You probably genuinely love this person, and you cheated on them anyway. And I'm gonna tell you how this is possible. Because a lot of people out there, and especially women, they think you don't love them because you cheated or because a person cheats. And I'm gonna tell you that right there is a lie. You can 100% love someone and still cheat on them. And you want to know how? Because I love God, and I sin every fucking day. I love God, and I sin every day. You can love a woman and still cheat on them. All these things are I'm not gonna say they're irrelevant, but cheating, you can do all them things 2 times. You can do all these things infinity. You know what I'm saying? You could do all these things, cook, clean, support them, make money with them, be his comforter, and that motherfucker or that woman will still cheat on you. Has nothing to do with all this shit. It has nothing to do with it. I can't say it doesn't have nothing to do with it, but there's other factors in there that's not being accounted for in this post. You can 100% be doing all that shit and still get your ass cheated. Yeah, get your ass cheated on. It can happen. It could definitely happen. But like I said, I don't think all this shit is true. Because, well, it could be. It could be true. But chances are it ain't. And whoever posted it was talking as if they was besties with Cardi B. And she was telling them all the tea. Anyway, that's all I had to talk about. Well, not all I had to talk about, but that's something I wanted to get off my chest. I saw that this morning, and I just thought it was I thought it was interesting. I thought it was very interesting, and when I was looking back and forth at some of the conversations in there, people are using that as a reference to their argument. Like, you don't know who wrote that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop believing everything you hear on the internet, and even if it's true, doesn't exempt you from getting cheated on. Because there's other factors involved. Like I said, she could be just a shitty person, or she could just be annoying as fuck. And it would not surprise me if she's annoying as fuck, because literally every time I see her, she's popping off, hands going like this. She already got an annoying voice. And like I said, maybe that wop ain't whopping as good as she think it is. Anyway, I'm gonna go on and start the Johnathan Majors talk with me and Unknown. We're gonna kind of discuss the case and what happened, and we'll whop the bang. All right, let's get it. Here with Unknown, Mr. Unknown. We about to chop it up, talk about this Johnathan Majors situation. All right, so
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna let you lay down the groundwork for this on like
All right, how
what's
far
going
back you want
on.
me to go?
Let's go back to we'll talk about the Marvel shit later because I
Okay.
definitely want to get into that, but like get into uh you know who he is and the situation he ran into,
All right.
the legal stuff he ran into.
So you got this black actor on the rise who
Hmm.
is just booked a 3 movie deal. Uh, well, actually, those Marvel deals is more than that because you got cameos. But just to say a 3 main movie deal, main feature deal
Hmm.
to be the upcoming villain in this new stage of Marvel. Uh, on the night in question, that's how them lawyers be talking. On the
In the
night in
night in
question,
question, on the night in question.
he got a text message from another woman. His girlfriend found or saw it, tried to intercept it, tried to take his phone from him, and it ended up in this whole he said she said brouhaha.
So what was the he
Uh,
said? What was the he said? She said.
well, she wanted to see based on the testimony. I'm trying to do it in stages, so I'm not going too far. But based on the testimony, she wanted to see the phone because somebody texted him like a little, salacious, flirtatious message, and she wanted
Hmm.
to know who it was coming from.
Okay.
He didn't want to give her the phone, and then they started an argument into a physical altercation. Uh, the information how it was originally put out was they got into an altercation in the car. He got out, tried to put her, she got out. He tried to put her back in the car, and then he just fled the scene. He ended up staying at a hotel for the night. She ended up staying or going out with people she met on the street, spending money on his credit cards and whatnot, and
Hmm.
then came home to their to his apartment that she was staying at. He slept in a hotel for the night, and they started sending each other messages, to which she alluded that she was going to commit suicide. He broke up with her via text message.
Okay.
The next morning, he shows up to the hotel. I'm sorry, he shows up from the hotel back to the apartment, and certain parts of his apartment, his master bedroom suite, he can't get in. Uh, Reviewing the text messages, he can't. He decides that she might be in trouble. He goes get a handyman. The handyman helps him get in. He finds her in there, passed out, sweatshirt on, no bottoms, and then he goes back down to the lobby, and from the lobby he calls the police,
Okay.
and uh and then you see from some of the videos he like grabs a blanket to cover her up, and then they walk in, the police help her up, and yada yada yada. From the minute the police called, it's a domestic situation, and he finds himself going to jail. The DA decides to press charges, and he finds himself in the situation that he's in now.
Okay.
And most unfortunate because he played this wrong in a lot of ways, in my opinion.
How did he play it wrong?
Well, first of all, um, you got to read the room. You in New York, and in my opinion, he should have got his lawyer some help. He got the money. You call in, you know,
Call
uh,
in your Johnny Cochran. Call in your
yeah, yeah, yeah.
call, call in
Woodstein, Woodstein, and Woodstein. I don't know. I mean, or the
Franklin
whole
and
thing about me,
Bash.
Franklin and
You
Bash,
calling everybody, bro.
Suits. The whole thing about it to me, it screams. And this is the part about it that really upsets me. It screams a loyalty to people who may have your best interest at heart, but don't know how to best be in your corner.
Mm.
Because from the get go, the the lawyer uh, lost this case from the start, in my opinion. She put out way too much information. She didn't allow. Uh, See, the thing is, he wanted to take this to court to prove his innocence. If you notice, these are all misdemeanors. None of these was felonies. These are
Exactly.
all these are all
Exactly.
misdemeanors, and he decided not to plead out or plead to a lesser charge. He wanted to prove
His innocence.
his innocence, and I 100% agree, rightfully so. You want to prove your innocence because, I mean, to be perfectly honest, that was the only way he was going to ever have a chance to make money in Hollywood for the foreseeable future, was to be found innocent. But if you're going to prove your innocence, you gotta know, you gotta go with a New York lawyer. You gotta go with a team. You can't. And no offense to this little Indian lawyer lady he had that had his back or whatever, but she was crying in the closing arguments. It's
Oh
like,
my
come on,
God. Really?
that, yeah, like she cried in the closing arguments, like, and she played it as a the race card. She made it a black white thing because the woman was white and he was black, and you in New York, baby, that's not gonna fly.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be able to walk down systematic oppression in New York, and it ain't gonna fly. He already didn't have the whole support of the community because a lot of white people had the assumption that he was guilty. A
Wasn't
lot of
just
black
white people,
women,
bro. It
oh, oh,
wasn't
oh,
just
oh,
it
oh,
wasn't just black.
hold
It
on.
wasn't just white people. It
A
was
lot
some,
of
it was
black
some
women
sisters
have
in
this.
there.
I made this comment today on Twitter. You know how I get on my Twitter rants, and I made this comment on Twitter today. I said the fact that you can follow this trend of comments to where you guys understand that he's innocent, you believe that he's innocent, but your response is that's what he get because he didn't choose your complexion. That's some sick shit.
That is some sick shit.
That's some sick
That's
shit. So
some
you
sick
basically
shit.
saying that if you
He
don't
he
date
he.
me or someone who looks like me, I don't care what you do, you're guilty. Or that's what you get.
That's what you get. Like
And
as if we haven't seen this from a black guy and a black
let's
woman.
the thing
We've
is the
seen this
root.
before.
Hold on. The thing is the root of how it started. Give me your phone. That race, sex, anybody can pull that
that
stunt
trans
on you.
that transcends the race
It
barrier.
transcends race and sex. If I'm with you and your phone ding ding ding, if my wife's phone start ding a ling a ling, and I'm gonna be like, "Who to texting you, girl?" You know what I'm saying? I can't
I'll be
see
honest.
how.
I'll be honest. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
But I hear what you're saying. I hear
But
what
I'm
you're saying.
saying you're gonna look. You're gonna be like I mean, a couple of dings and a couple of giggles. You're gonna look like what the fuck, So it does to try to make it a race thing, to try to make it a black man thing, to try to make it a black man versus white woman thing. It made it. It's New York, baby. You can't pull that shit in New York.
My thing. This is my thing about what we're talking about right now. Not the whole overall picture, but
Hmm.
like what we in this little minute nugget we're talking about now.
Hmm.
About well, that's what he get for messing with a black woman. I mean, a white woman. As if this wouldn't have happened if he, this. It doesn't matter the race that he's talking
Well,
to. Like you said, it could be white white. It could be black black. It could be Hispanic Hispanic. That ding on your phone and you smiling and giggling in your phone. Let me see your phone. It happened to me the other day. That happened to me the other day.
oh, so you
Who
don't
is
care
these
if it
heart?
happens.
What is these hearts? Hold on, go back, go back. What are these? What's up with these
Random
hearts?
hearts. Random hearts. Nah,
And,
it's
and
it's
and it
crazy,
turns out
but
it wasn't even hearts. Like from the message, the person's name just had hearts in them. Like, but yeah,
I
I
I
definitely get what you said.
I consider myself a pretty smart guy, and
You
at the
alright.
end of the, I'm just
You alright.
saying
You alright.
to myself, to
You alright.
myself, to
You
myself,
almost there. I'm just
to
fucking with you.
myself. I consider myself a pretty smart guy. I could have won this case. I could have won this case because once I saw this jury, it was only one black lady on the jury, 50
Oh
something years old,
God. Okay, so they
and
even did a bad job of picking jurors.
six people, a 6 people jury. I wouldn't even, first of all, I wouldn't even let this be a jury case. I would have went straight to the judge. I want a
Hmm.
judge. I want a bench. I want to, because
Give
the
me a
thing
trial.
is,
Give me a trial.
the
Trial
thing is, uh,
case.
and he has grounds to appeal.
He's gonna
But the
appeal.
thing, if he appeal, he has to get a better legal team.
Yeah.
Because and this is, we was having this conversation in the chat. You can't blame the lawyer. You can blame the lawyer because the lawyer should not have played the race card. The lawyer should have played the legal card. And this is how I say I could have won this case. First of all, they got some issue, some stuff that was prejudicial that they said they weren't. The judge said they weren't going to let in. She start cross examining the lady. She brings it up. You just let it in.
Mm.
So there's certain aspects about this case that the jury wouldn't even known about. Certain things that happened prior. which some of the things that hurt him, especially to a white jury, is the whole I'm a influential black man, which did you hear about this? Like he was basically he got upset. She went out. She had people over to their little spot.
Mm-hmm.
They were drinking. She was acting, outside her character. It happened 2 nights in a row, and then he went on this monologue. He's an actor. I expect him to. And he said, like Barack Obama, I'm a great man. I need a great woman beside me. The jury didn't need to know that. The judge wasn't going to allow it in, but
Mm.
her line of questioning brought it in.
Brought it in. Yeah. Yeah.
So again, that's an issue with the lawyer. You should have known better. You basically campaign to not have bad information in this
And
case, and
she
then you
introduced
let
it.
bad
You
information
introduced it.
in this case.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Another thing is this case all come down to the facts and how you represent the facts. And this is how I say anybody else could have won. Instead of trying to play this a black and a white, even if he did put her back in the car and hurt her head, why did you do that, Mr. Majors? Oh, I didn't want her to get hurt because she was in the street. It's all how you spin the perception. Why did you run from her? Because I know if I had got upset, I could have hit it and it would have hurt her. And I don't want to
And
hurt her. Blah blah blah.
see, that's
This
my
nigga
thing.
ran 5 blocks.
This is my
He
this
stayed in a hold on. He stayed in a hotel to not be there. Like
exactly.
again, they didn't bring up the fact that she went out partying, drinking, then came home taking sleeping pills. Now anybody else would say she took pills and she had alcohol. That could have hurt your head. We don't. I mean, she didn't lead into these. What else could have? What was the alternate situation? What else could have happened? Because the lady had an injury, but that doesn't mean I caused the injury. You talking about some? You don't know if I hit you or not. You don't even got underwear on when we show up. I had to cover you up so the cops won't see. You got a hoodie and no bottoms. Like you fell in the middle of the floor and slept there, bucket naked
Naked
from the
bucket.
waist down.
Okay, this is my thing because you brought that up, the video of the altercation. Any person with common sense, and after seeing that video, like it was all. I mean, before seeing that video, it was all up in the air. But after seeing that video, I'm like, nah, bro. What kind of person must you be? What kind of detestable person must you be, or what kind of detestable woman must you be? If I have to run like a little kid down the street 5, 10, 15 blocks
But
to get
see,
away from you.
that's the thing. And I was saying this in the chat. He understood the situation. He just got bad advice. I wouldn't have called the cops and went back upstairs. I wouldn't even call the cops. I would have called EMT. Let the EMT to figure out what's wrong with her. Don't let the cops figure out what's wrong with her because the whole time they're sitting there trying to figure out what's wrong with her. They're trying to coach her into what to say to get him arrested.
Yeah, they trying to make a case. They trying
Second
to
of
make a
all,
bust,
second of
a
all,
big bust.
I wouldn't have went back to the room till I knew she was awake. If I walked in the room and she was laid out, I would have left. Matter of fact, I wouldn't have went back. I would not have went back. You know what I would have did? From the hotel, I would have read this text. Oh, this bitch talking about committing suicide. I'll call my hotel and say, hey, call the cops, have the cops meet me there. Actually, let them go there and let them know that I've been in this hotel all night. Where's the footage where the lawyer didn't even introduce footage that he or receipts that he wasn't in the hotel? So
Mm,
the assumption that he could have hurt her still is there. Like she didn't present evidence in a way that a six-person jury had so much detestable doubt they had no better choice. And even still, what he's
oh man.
found guilty of, hold on, even what he's found guilty of is being portrayed in the wrong way. He wasn't found guilty of hurting her. He wasn't found guilty of assault in the third degree, which means he willfully hurt her. He got found guilty of unknowingly or having no I guess discernment when dealing with her, which could have resulted in her injury. So basically, when I put her in the car, I didn't put her in the car with enough care to ensure that she didn't get injured. And
Oh
then
my god.
harassment. So he's found guilty of hurting her on accident, if at all, and harassment. By the same token, which is going to make his case more appealable, the charges against her would have been felonies.
Mm,
If I take your cell phone out your hand, That's a felony. You know why? Because your cell phone costs more than $500.
Mm.
So it's automatically a felony. So the whole conversation of her hitting him, the only witness testimony said she hit him, she was attacking him. The scars on his face, the fact that they didn't let the lawyer who arrested her testify, everything about this was DA Bragg's, I'm going to go one way to be strong on this and let this one slide.
Mm.
And the only person who had testimony that they were the aggressor, the only person you saw chasing someone in the street is her.
All right, that's crazy.
It's,
That's
it's, it's
wild. When
insane.
I saw that video, I'm like, what? And then I just had to think about it, like, how bad of a person can you be if I gotta run from you full tilt,
Bro,
like ain't no
the
jogging, I'm full
whole,
tilt running from you,
the whole,
tuck it low.
the way the DA presented this case was a case of control, was a case of systematic and long-standing abuse of how people groom people and how abuse victims suffer in silence. And his lawyer did nothing to combat that attitude with the fact that you're the aggressor and you chased me blocks, but I'm the abuser. You never seen that.
Mm.
In some
Do you
cases,
think the lawyer
I've
tried to
heard
toe? Do you think the lawyer tried to toe a line to make it seem like, not to make it seem like, but to not uh well, she wanted, obviously she wanted to defend her, defend her
she
her
wanted to
client,
defend her
but
client, but
also did
she
she try to toe a line to
she
make it
wanted
seem
to
like she,
present a narrative.
okay,
She wanted to present a narrative, and in that narrative, I think would have made him more marketable and in the aftermath of the case.
mm,
But but that narrative don't fly in New York. You know how many interracial relationships it is in New York? You can't play that card in New York. That narrative of a victimized black man don't work when you living in Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? It just it don't work on a person jury where the only black person is a 50-year-old black lady. Like you have to be able to read the room and say, "Hey, look, bro, I know you want to get out of this intact, but the goal or the most important goal is to get out of this with not guilty.
right,
So you might have to sling a little mud."
right.
You know what
So
I'm saying?
that, see, that's the crux of what I'm trying to say. Is, do you think the judge tried to toe a line not to come down hard on
You
this woman?
mean you mean the judge or
I'm sorry,
her
not the
his
judge,
lawyer?
his
His
lawyer. I'm
lawyer.
sorry about that. His lawyer. Did
Yeah,
his lawyer try to play it where she don't want to be seen like kind of going really hard at this woman?
yeah.
Okay.
Because the DA presented the narrative that she was the victim. And what he should have did was present the narrative that she wasn't no victim, that she went out with strangers partying and spending money on his credit card, that when he was arrested, she left his house with his Rolex and his property and jumped on a plane. And, they had to give her immunity to get her back to
See,
testify
that's
against
crazy.
him.
See, this is so crazy. That's crazy.
The fact that so like and I'm gonna say this, man, and as soon as I and this is just me, this is just completely Derek conspiracy theory, don't got nothing to do with shit. The minute that DA Bragg decided to prosecute him, I figured this is just for attention,
Mm,
because the time that he did it was when he was going after Trump.
hmm.
And I ain't no Trump fan, and Trump got his day in court or whatever. But this was a high-profile black man in a questionable situation, and I'm gonna show that I'm fair and balanced, and I'm gonna go after him too.
That's most likely what that
And
was. I go after
and
everybody. It ain't, see, it
yeah,
ain't just me attacking Trump. I go after my own too,
but
and that's
they
what that,
looked
I
at
believe that's what that was.
you. If you look at two people who are both have evidence, by the I think we were listening to a video today, and they said by the same right, if he was guilty, she was guilty. But one person, you decided that you're not going to prosecute, and not only did you not prosecute it, you dismissed her charges with prejudice, which means they can't even be brought up. And he sealed the case. So no matter if they found other evidence to her, or if she gave testimony that night, or if they found out that hey, that those injuries came from somewhere else, they sealed all the information they found when they investigated her, when they dropped her charges. So he doesn't even have access to that in his
Mm,
defense. I mean, I would have first went to, okay, you're so injured. Why did you go partying? Oh, and why did you go partying with his credit card? Why did you go pop bottles and spend money and tip the DJ and do all this stuff on his funds if he's such the abuser, if you're so entrapped? You came back to his apartment and took sleeping pills been out drinking. Like, what kind of decision making did you hit your head? Did we send CSI to go through to find out if this laceration is from you hit behind your ears from you hitting your head? Like, nigga, you was found passed out on the floor. We don't know what you hit on the way down.
mm,
You don't know what you hit on the way down. But I can prove that from the time of this time and this time, my client was in another hotel room and couldn't have caused those injuries.
mm,
And again, she did not present the facts in a way that it made. And again, they charged him with the two of the lesser charges, which means they couldn't come to agreement on the two of the stronger charges. But the fact that they charged him in any way, because you didn't make her look foolish and stupid and just completely non-believable in the way you presented the facts. You presented the facts like, oh, fairness is he's a black man, this is unfair, and fairness is gonna find him and justice. Nah, we don't get that. We don't I mean, I'm tired of people acting like they don't know what time it is and what year we living in and how the game is played.
mm. Okay.
You go up in there, you paying for top notch, you paying for Johnny Cochran. Johnny Cochran got we all know OJ did it, but Johnny Cochran got him off because Johnny Cochran knew, hey,
He read the room. He
I
knew
have to
it.
read this room. I have to
Uh-huh.
pick this jury, and I have to read this room. And I ain't gonna make you free from the civil charges that come after this, but I can put enough doubt in these charges to make these go away.
All right, that was my first part of the Johnathan Majors interview with Unknown. Stay tuned so you can get that second part. Right now, I'm about to go into with my RP friends. We're about to play Would You Rather. Pretty interested, pretty fucking funny too. Definitely want to catch this. Let's roll right into it. Would you rather? Let's go. All right, what is up, everybody? We are here. This is Dumbass Podcast. I got Charlie, Angel Hair Pasta. I got Nathan, Mr. Skelly, and I got your neighborhood cult leader, Mr. Odd. What's up, everybody?
What's up?
Doing good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. I was just shoving my fat face because I just got off work and needed to eat.
I don't have the work problem anymore.
I think we all have been there. You know, cramming food in your mouth. You know,
man.
Among other things.
I took my last call, finished it up, flew up the stairs so I could hit the bathroom, grabbed food on my way back, came back, sat down. Ollie has all my prep work done for the episode this week, all the research and stuff. So yeah, I was trying to run through that. That's why I was like, "Give me a minute, hold up."
Is Ollie coming on?
Hell no, she don't do this shit. You know that.
Come on, man. It's not like she hasn't been on the show before.
Yeah, but she got to be feeling like it, and I'm gonna tell you what, she's rarely ever feeling like being on camera.
I got you. All right, well, let's get into it. I'm gonna kick it off. I know let me do a little background before we even get into it. Look at him feet in his face. Let me do a little background. So this is something we
through this whole thing.
I hear you. I should have grabbed me a bag of chips. So this is something I ran into from Mr. I, from the friendly neighborhood cult leader, man. While we were grinding on GTRP, he would ask these crazy questions, and then I started doing it. Yeah.
I honestly forgot.
So I would start doing it. You know, I think I did it a few times with I forget the guy's name. Whatever, the guy from London.
Super important.
Yeah. The guy from London that we used to RP with. Forget his
Connor.
name.
Yeah,
Connor, yes.
that's
Yeah,
what I was
used to
gonna
do it with
say.
Connor. I may have done it with Skelly because I picked it up too when
Yeah,
we
I
were
think
grinding
so.
and grinding and in the fields or in the warehouse working.
In the fields.
In the fields.
Oh,
While we were all sitting there waiting for the waiting for the plants to grow.
No,
don't
I
act
think it
like
was
you
more
didn't
like
grind for like 9 days straight. And they had to nerf the fucking cornfield, bro.
It was 9 hours, and yes, they nerfed.
Okay,
the
but
corn
it felt
plant.
like 9 days.
This man nerfed for like 3 days. I mean, this guy grinded for 3 days and they nerfed the cornfield. Anyway, let's get into it. All right, my first question. All right, and I got them all right here. Would you rather be stuck in a romantic comedy with your worst enemy or in a horror movie with your best friend?
Oh, I can answer this one easy.
yeah, same.
I got it.
Horror movie with your best friend.
Why is that?
Because you're with your best friend, why would you want to be stuck in a romantic comedy with your worst enemy? Like it now, if it was switched with the worst enemy in the horror movie, they dying.
Oh yeah, I'm 100% tripping that motherfucker. There you go, take him. It's fine.
But the only real explanation I need to give is, could you imagine Raccoon and I in a horror movie together?
That would be awesome.
I can imagine the killer needing therapy afterwards. I tried to murder somebody. They wouldn't let me. They just kept insulting me.
It was a weird guy. It was a weird guy and a talking raccoon. They were asking.
They made fun of the size of my knife.
All right. My God.
So Charlie, why would you? Why would you pick
a horror movie with my best friend? Because her and I think we have the same brain. Mm-hmm. Like basically we are just the same. Let me put it this way. She is Raccoon, but in a girl's body. So
I'm sorry I laughed.
No, it's 100% true. That's okay because her husband is me as a boy.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure that's what marriage is, Charlie. A raccoon in a girl's body.
Yeah, it is. A lot. No, but we neither one of us are the type of person to just be like, oh my God, he's gonna kill us. No, we're setting booby traps. We are lighting things on fire. Like I'm more than down. You mess with her, I will stab you myself.
I think I'm on the same boat with y'all. I think I read like my worst enemy in a romantic I mean, are we doing it? You know what I'm saying? Like
what are the purposes of this romantic comedy? Is it like my worst enemy like accidentally blew up in front of me and I have to pretend to be sad and what? Like
all I'm thinking now is Hate Fuck, a Hallmark movie.
I don't know, bro. Like I think it's the worst enemy part. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I think I'd rather endure the worst horror movie I possibly can think of or have ever seen with my best friend, because I'm pretty sure me and Ty can probably find our way out that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I want to see you both survive Slaughterhouse then.
Oh God, fuck that movie.
Right. I can't. See, I would. That's where if it's an animal, that's where I'm gonna have a problem because my first instinct is, "Kitty, baby, let me love it," and like that's. I'm pretty sure my last words are gonna be, "Let me pet you." I mean, it's just.
My goodness. No, they'll be this.
Yes.
What's up, Skelly? What are you thinking? What are you thinking over there, Skelly?
Horror movie with my best friend, easily. Because.
I think so. It's unanimous. It's pretty much unanimous.
Yeah.
Now, for what reason though? I'm sorry.
Because any time with my best friend is a good time. Plus, knowing him and me, we would somehow find a way to make homemade guns and shoot the fucking guy. I just know that's gonna happen.
My best friend shooting guns with my best friend. All right, I got another one. All right, I'm gonna kick off another one. Would you rather be able to speak to every? Okay, hold on. I gotta soak this one in. Would you rather be able to say it again?
I said, can you speak?
Bro, you know I can't read. Would you rather be able to speak every language in the world or be able to talk to animals? That's a good one. I want to talk to
I
animals,
know.
bro.
I want to talk to animals.
I'm talking
Fuck
to animals,
people.
bro.
Sorry. I love you guys, but fuck people.
Right.
Just as a general, like.
Listen, I don't even like people talking to me anyway. So
Fair enough.
I got some fish back there. I could have a long ass conversation with these 9 fish I got in my fish tank. Squirrels. Could you imagine having a conversation with a squirrel? Like, hey man, come across any good nuts lately? Like you never know. You never know. Like what kind of conversation? It's the possibilities are unlimited. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking the animals, bro. Animals. What about you, Odd? I see you over there pondering.
You know, I'm gonna kind of pull an audible here, and I'll say I'm gonna go with the first choice because I think the second one would be rolled into that because I believe animals have their own language. So if you can speak every language in the world, you didn't say human language, you just said speak every language in the world. That theoretically would roll in the language that the animals have.
No, because the language is language is I can't think.
Linguistic.
Yes. So you have to be able to speak something. Most animals communicate by facial expression or some type of expression. So that wouldn't be considered a language if they're like, reading each other's.
I'm going to disagree with you there because dogs communicate with each other through barking. Whales communicate with each other through their song, as with dolphins and birds and everything else. So theoretically, if you choose the first option, you should get a few of the animal kingdom in with it. So I'm going to go with that first option. Because I hate
animals. Dogs only bark. Dogs only bark at each other when they're angry.
No, not true.
No. That's not true.
Have you not seen those damn huskies?
I've never seen a happy dog sitting there barking. Like,
have you not seen the huskies on the internet? They are talking to you.
Really?
They are not mad.
They just make noise. Like our dog makes noise. He's just old and he's crotchety and he'll lay there and he just and he just mumbles.
And I have full conversations with my cat. We don't understand each other, but we talk to each other.
Right. So what I always thought is yes, and dogs can bark at each other to communicate, but that's just one part of it. So you might just be getting the anger part of something, or some type of feeling out of that conversation. Conversation. But
sounds like the same as talking to people.
I'm going with the animals. I want to know everything. I want to have the most open conversation I can have with an animal.
Till you get a Doberman that roasts your kicks.
Jeez, bro. Doberman like, what are those?
So you go to the zoo and find out the animals are actually just talking shit about the people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, be careful what you wish for, because you may just get it.
All right, I spew some off. Unless you got something, Skelly. What? I didn't even ask you. What are you over there thinking?
I'm going with speaking to animals because I already speak French and English. And some of you have heard how confusing I am sometimes when I'm tired and I just mix all the words together. Like, I can't do that with every single fucking language. I can't do it with 2.
I got you.
Fair point. I've heard your gibberish and I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, your gibberish is your gibberish is pretty out there. So go ahead. I throw some out there, man. You the one who got all the good ones.
All right. I got a list of them here. I wanted to make sure that I was prepared. I'll start us off nice and simple with mine anyways. Would you rather poop in the only toilet at a party knowing that you're going to clog it, or poop in the bushes in the backyard and risk being seen?
Ooh.
What am I wearing? I need context. What am I wearing?
Whatever you're wearing right now.
Oh, I'm pooping in the bushes. Fuck it.
I'm thinking I'm pooping in the bushes, bro.
Yeah.
I think I'm pooping in the bushes.
I'm clogging the toilet.
Of course you are.
Why, bro?
The pride of knowing he did it.
Bro, I
am that guy.
But here's the thing. You said there's a risk. There's a risk of being seen. Yeah, right. There's a risk of getting caught. And then if you do get caught, you can always be like, you know what, man, I just had to shit. You know what I'm saying?
My stomach was killing me and I didn't want to shit on myself.
Exactly. There's like, people can understand that.
You just look at him and say, like, you've never shit in a bush before. Really? Come on.
I honestly have never shit in a bush, but
Me
I'm still
neither.
shit.
I
I'm
peed
still
in a
shitting
guy's
in the bush.
sunroof once, but I've never pooped in a bush.
There's a story.
But
There's a story.
Right. But if you're clogging that toilet, you didn't say risk clogging the toilet. You say you clogging that toilet.
Mhm.
At a party? No, bro. No, your name gonna be in the air. Your name gonna be all in the air, bro.
Ask me if I care. I'm coming to your house and I'm fucking up your toilet. That's all there is to it. Welcome to my horror movie.
That's amazing.
Come on, Skelly. What you got? You said what'd you say?
He said, I'm clogging the toilet. Like, I've actually done it before.
Yeah, that y'all are weird, bro.
Y'all
Y'all
really
are weird, bro.
It's not weird.
Clogging the man, shit out there in that bush, bro. Ain't nobody go. Man, listen. Especially if it's dark, bro. Shit out there in that bush. Bro.
Exactly. If it's dark, I'm in bushes. I'm already wearing
I'm in the
mostly
bush,
black.
bro.
Like, all I got to do is turn around and kind of tuck my arms in so nobody sees my white ass arms. I'm good.
Bro, I don't even care if it's snow out there. I ain't clogging no toilet in no damn. I ain't clogging no toilet in no damn party, bro.
Here's the thing. If I know I'm going to clog the toilet with the dump I'm about to take, I'm dipping right afterwards. I'm out.
That's what I did.
Right?
That's true.
Right? So I'm going to clog that fucking toilet and then go the fuck home.
I think I might change mine after that. Yeah. Because why would you stick around for that? Because you never know if you're going to have a round two.
Uh-huh.
It could be a round two. I think I might amend my answer, bro. I think I might change it. That was you shed some light on the subject there, bro.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go
Yeah,
home.
like, I'm just going to shit in the bushes and then get in my car. Like,
yeah, but then you
There you
still
go.
do have the risk of getting caught, though.
If you shit in the
See, he
yeah, but then
eliminated.
once I get in my car, I don't care. And honestly, if you catch me, I'm going to be like, look, I could have done it inside and broke the plumbing. So,
But here's the thing. I'd eliminate it because you left. If you leave fast enough, ain't nobody gonna know it was you.
Also,
'Cause people leave parties all the time.
if you
except the people in line at the is there a line for the bathroom? Because usually at big parties, there's a line.
You go out the fucking window.
Okay, I'm switching my answer back. I'm switching it back. I ain't going out no window.
Yeah. Let's just think about this logically for a moment. Have you ever been to a big ass house party where there wasn't a line for the bathroom?
Yeah, a few of them.
Yeah, this happened a few times.
Early in the
haven't.
night. Early in the night.
Yeah. No, usually by the time I got to a party, there was a line. And
See, what you got to do, you got to use the upstairs bathroom, Charlie. Because that downstairs bathroom, everybody, you got to find a bathroom that nobody everybody don't know about. And then if you get caught, you be like, "Oh shit, man! I didn't know the bathroom downstairs was
my bad."
busy." Yeah.
Here's the thing.
At that point, you like,
true.
I ain't got no shame. I've shit in sinks. I've clogged toilets. I've shit in the middle of a floor before because I had to when I was younger. Right?
Did you just say you shit in the sink, bro?
Yeah, at a Meijer. All the stalls were full. All the stalls were full.
They didn't have a trash that you could have just like.
It was it was in the wall, right? Like it. Like,
one of those built-in ones where it's like the paper towels up here, and then it's got like the little. Yeah, you can't get your butt in one of those. Nobody can.
The acrobatics alone that it took for me to be able to get my ass onto the sink was enough. I'm not trying to fucking be like batshit and like hang off the wall to poop into the hole that's in the wall, right? Do 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 do.
Bat crap.
Oh
my god.
All right, I got one.
All right.
Would you rather have a knife when you need a spoon or a spoon when you need a knife?
A knife when you need a spoon, because I'd hate to want to go stab somebody and wind up with a spoon. You can do it with a spoon, but you really got to want to.
And you've got to try to sharpen it a little bit beforehand. Otherwise, it takes too much pressure to push through. Not that I know or anything.
Not that I have any experience with that.
But you could sharpen metal on concrete if you need to.
You can.
I am now 30% more scared of you.
Aw, you don't need to be scared of me.
Exactly
I'm far away. And I love you. It's fine.
Charlie, you're crazy, dear. Far don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
You
Go
piss
ahead,
off a crazy woman bad enough, she will travel great distances just to stab you.
Very true.
Uh-huh.
I think I've
Go
heard
I have
a
a
ahead,
story
list.
about that.
I got them good ones, man.
Okay.
He got years of experience with this. I'm only 1 year deep in.
Let's see. Ooh. I'll stay away from that one just because. Actually, no. I can rearrange this. Would you?
I got a feeling it's because I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah. Would you rather bang the top half of Emma Watson with the bottom half of Hulk Hogan, or the top half of Hulk Hogan with the bottom half of Emma Watson?
All right, first off, I ain't attracted to Emma Watson in no way, shape, or form.
Oh, you doing it, brother.
But still, I think I still gotta go. Oh God. Oh man. This is no.
I have to go with top Emma, bottom Hulk.
Yeah, but not
'cause-
you see you yeah, it's I think that's
Oh
easy for
yeah,
you.
I
It's
can
easy for
because
you
it's
to
fun.
say this.
The bottom
God.
half isn't the part that opens its mouth and says stupid crap. That's the Emma Watson part. I'm good with that.
Damn, dude, you have to. I mean, I think I have to go with Hulk Hogan face, bro.
Oh.
I have to go with Hulk Hogan face and Emma Watson bottom half. Only because it's you know it's the correct plumbing for me down there. You know, like I don't know how else to say it.
Old Terry Bollea just looking at you like,
Oh yeah,
what you gonna do?
brother?
Hulk Hogan, we coming for you.
Oh,
My God, that would, bro. Don't ever ask one like that again.
Oh God, that's horrible. There's just no way to spin that where it's not bad.
It's bad regardless, bro. Could you imagine Hulk Hogan whispering like sweet nothings in your ear while you trying to bro. These 13-inch pythons. No, bro. I couldn't. What you gonna do?
Or you've got Emma Watson standing there going, "Oh, come on, brother. You've got it, brother."
See, I could deal with that. I'm not attracted to Emma. I'm not attracted to Emma Watson in no way, shape, or form. I just me.
Right.
But I much rather have. I much rather have Hulk Hogan whispering when I'm about to, when I'm about to finish. Hulk Hogan said, "What you gonna do, brother?"
All I'm gonna say is that we're also negating the fact that years of steroid abuse has probably shriveled everything up. So it's not.
So it might also be the same either way.
Yeah,
It might be the same equipment.
Yeah, so
he probably has an innie now. So
oh God,
it's just like the same thing.
I think that the thing that's going to throw me off the most is the drastic transition from way too tan to way too pale.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that.
Right? I'm not a big fan.
where's the medium?
Where's the line at?
Where's the line?
I'm not a big fan of tan lines to begin with. I think it looks sickly. Like, I either be pale or be fully tan. Don't try to play in the middle, right? Like, it's a preference thing. It's my thing. I understand. Nobody understands it. I get it. I do. But yeah, that drastic transition from burnt shoe leather to fucking Snow White. Right? Like,
shoe leather.
All right. Would you rather have 100 duck-sized elephants or one elephant-sized duck?
100 duck-sized
elephants.
I want an Arby.
I want one big-ass duck, bro.
Me too.
I think I want one big-ass duck because I got to ride that motherfucker, bro. I got to ride that motherfucker, bro. I gotta, I want to be running. I want to be coming down the street.
You're just saving up on gas.
I just want you to know that someone is going to see you and think of Elf on the Shelf and rename it, and they're probably going to give you a name you don't like.
I can't even figure out what you're talking about, bro.
Cuck on a duck.
Cuck on a duck. Okay. Cuck on a duck.
Yep.
You heard of Elsa on a Shelf? You got now Cluck on a Duck.
Tell Will Smith to get off that duck.
Be careful, he might slap you.
Oh Lord!
Why? I didn't say his
No.
wife name.
Oh my goodness! All right, go ahead and go ahead. All right, give me another one. While I'm looking for one.
All right. Would you rather be the smartest person in the world or the stupidest person in the world? In both scenarios, you have the same level of intelligence you have now.
Now this is a head scratcher.
Mm-hmm. So either however smart you are right now, everybody is smarter than you, or however smart you are right now, everybody's dumber than you.
Give me the dumbest person in the world.
You want to be the dumbest?
I want to be the dumbest. Because either way, my knowledge increases. We just gonna be a bunch of smart ass fucking people in this world, bro.
We certainly aren't right now, so anything would be better.
Exactly. Because if everybody's smarter than me at this point, if everybody's smarter than me, society must be thriving. It has to.
Yeah, not necessarily.
Well, I mean, you got.
Well, at least
you didn't say motherfuckers won't go. You didn't say motherfuckers weren't gonna be greedy. I'm still going. Give me the dumbest person in the world.
I think I'm okay with that as well. Mainly because I feel on any given day I am both of those people, or at least that's how I see things.
Right. No, I get that.
Yep.
Yeah, I would probably say dumbest because if I'm the smartest person in the world, we have issues. We have issues.
Right.
And even that.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I'm smart, but I know that there are people out there who are much smarter than me. Like surgeons, nuclear physicists.
Mm-hmm.
If my level of intelligence is the nuclear physicist, we are all going to glow in the dark. There is going to be issues. I have ADHD, and there's no way I'm going to focus long enough to not blow us all up. So yeah, I want
to be the new Fallout.
Think of the money we'd save on a lighting bill.
Right.
If we all glowed in the dark, we wouldn't have to have such high electricity bills.
Because we'd all be ashes.
Mm.
Then we wouldn't have any bills.
I'm
going for Charlie.
Bro,
I'm going for Charlie.
All I'm saying is, if I am the smartest person in the world, this world is fucked up, bro. This world gonna be fucked up. You gotta have people in here smarter than me, man. But like I said, I wouldn't mind being the dumbest person in the world if that means I'm much smarter than I currently am now. So,
well, and being the dumbest person has perks too. Nobody's gonna expect anything out of you.
There you go.
Right?
There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
They'll just give you a little blue vest and not you greet people at Walmart and leave you alone.
Yep.
Welcome to Walmart. I love you.
Here's your sales
paper. Walmart. Sir. Get your shit and get out.
Yeah, all right.
That's me now.
Just at the Walmart.
All right. I'm gonna let Skelly answer this one. Sorry. Would you always rather smell like garlic or a wet dog? He mulling it over.
Dude, fuck.
Careful how you answer, Skelly. Vampire chicks are kind of hot.
I was gonna say, yeah, don't rule out all the hot goth girls who would think they're vampires.
Although, werewolf girls. I was gonna say werewolf girls could be pretty hot too if you're into furries.
Especially,
so
right. If you want them furries, yeah.
You smell just like my dad.
God no.
It's hearts.
All right, I'll ask another one.
I was about to answer.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I'm going wet dog. I want to smell like a wet dog. As soon as you mentioned the goth girl, I was like, fuck yeah.
A goth girl will overlook wet dog smell because that means you probably have a dog.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she probably smell like one too.
More than likely.
But if you smell like it, you ain't gonna mind.
Right.
Exactly.
Would you rather give up showering or internet for a month?
Internet.
I Oh, look at Odd. Come on, bro. Well, Odd, you don't go nowhere, right? You just stay in the house all day, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You might. Nah, bro.
It's going to be internet. It's going to be internet because.
God, bro, you just going to be in there stinking, right? You going to
No,
be in there.
I said it's going to be internet that I give up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because there's no way Ollie would let him do that.
Yeah, I you know what? I can't even do it for myself. I 2 days. 2 days is about the most that I can go without showering, and then I just feel gross.
No.
And the only reason I would go 2 days is because I'm in so much pain that I can't stand there to take the damn shower.
Definitely get that.
Man, I can't just be there. I just can't be there stinking like that, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm giving up internet.
Yeah. For real.
Go ahead, ask one, Odd.
Would you rather be controlled by a mantis shrimp for a day or be forced to watch him make stupid shrimp decisions? Or, I'm sorry, would you rather be controlled by a mantis shrimp for the day and be forced to watch him make stupid shrimp decisions, or be the most wanted pirate on all the 7 seas for a month in the 1700s?
Pirates.
Arr.
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 Arr, arr.
Oh, yeah.
Arr, me lady.
Uh-huh.
Off the point, you silly landlubber. I think we all would agree with that.
Yeah. It's a pirate's
Arr.
life for me.
Yeah, because in that month, I'm probably going to become way more notorious.
In that month, I'll bake everything.
Just
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
everything up I can.
Where's my doubloons? All right.
Oh, yeah.
Would you rather wrestle a gorilla or 2 alligators?
I think I've dated both of those.
Are we on land or water?
The question didn't apply. I mean,
but that makes a
doesn't matter.
huge difference. That's a huge difference.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Because
You're on land. You're on
alligators on
land.
land are way easier to deal with than alligators in the water.
Yeah, but it's 2 of them motherfuckers.
They're still slower on land than they are in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not going to outrun that gorilla on land. You're not.
I'm not.
He's going to grab you, and then he's going to use you as a hacky sack and bounce you all around the jungle. But those gators are slow on land, but you put them in water, and they're super fast, and they spin, so...
Yeah, I ain't
The
fucking with no
motherfuckers spin
gorilla.
on land, too.
Well,
Not-
yeah, but they're
spin on
just not
land.
as fast.
Yeah, not as easily. I ain't fucking with no gorilla. Mm-mm.
I think I might take my chances with the 2 alligators.
I'm going.
I
with
think I
Gator.
might take my chances with the 2 alligators. Because I think it's
See,
just
I'm
some...
going to go with the gorilla because I think I can make friends with it.
Of course you do.
No.
Yeah, with the bananas, maybe.
Harambe,
Oh, yeah.
did you see that video? No, man. Hey, listen.
Eh.
Taking my chance with the 2 alligators. Because
Yeah.
it's, I think it's just certain movements alligators can't make. You know what I'm saying? I think I could kind of like zigzag or some shit and get out of that situation. But the gorilla, man, they too human like, man. They can run. They can run on all 4s. They can run on upright. Beating your bro. I think I'm gonna take my chance with the 2 alligators, bro. That gorilla, that don't seem like a win. That don't seem like a winning situation for me.
Yeah, I'm going to try to pet it. That's what's going to happen.
Come here, baby.
Oh, you look sad. You want the cuddles? I give the cuddles. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You should do voiceovers. I love that voice. I love that voice. All right. Go ahead.
All right. Would you rather listen to your least favorite music for the rest of your life, or have to say "you" from "Crank That" by Soulja Boy every time you say the word "you"?
I'm saying you.
You.
I'm youing, bro. Fuck that.
Oh, yeah.
You.
I can't listen to stuff I don't like. I just can't do it. Like, it physically pains me.
Look, y'all, I'm already forced to listen to Taylor Swift, so, it is what it is.
I'm so sorry.
Dude, I really feel bad for you, man. Like,
Honestly,
sorry.
here's the thing. She's a good songwriter. I like her storytelling, okay? I give her that. She put on a hell of a stage show. I got forced into watching the concert, right? But she's still, she's my Nickelback, man. I love to bag on her.
Even Nickelback bags on Nickelback, so that's okay.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man. If I had to listen to Taylor Swift all day, man, just Dude,
No, I couldn't.
that would have to double up on my Laxapro, bro. Like, I'm sorry.
Oh, right. Like, I'm gonna need 4 of these at least just to make it through.
Doc, I need 40 milligrams stat.
Right?
Oh
Yeah,
my
I couldn't.
God.
I couldn't listen to. No, because I would just, if it's your least favorite music, no, then I would be stuck listening to country music all day, and I would kill myself or someone else. I would take them with me.
This one's
I'm gonna do
difficult.
one. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say this
go
one's
ahead.
difficult for me because I can find something of value in almost all music. Now, if I had to pick my least favorite genre, mumble rap. Right? Like, I can't.
I don't like it, but I could deal with it. I could deal with it.
But it's my least favorite. Everything else I can, I can pretty much deal with, but I haven't found much mumble rap that I find anything of value in. So it would be my
I
least
got it,
favorite.
but I could just tune out the words and just listen to the beat because them beats go hard.
Sometimes.
They do go hard.
All right, I'm gonna do one more. Then I'm gonna get out of here. We're gonna cut it. Would you rather have a unibrow or no eyebrows? Like, you can't grow eyebrow hair there.
No eyebrows.
No eyebrows.
I just want to look weird. I want motherfuckers looking at me not knowing exactly what's wrong with my face.
You want to look like a damn thumb. No,
I do.
I just want to wake up in the morning and be like, what am I doing today? What am I doing tomorrow? Maybe do like one straight one and one like up here.
No, I'm going no eyebrows because I think it would mess with people. They wouldn't know exactly what's wrong with your face right away, so they would take them some time. And I love confusing others.
You'd be like, you got all that fucking beard here, but you ain't got no eyebrows, bro.
Hey, I ain't got no head hair either, so
you just a half thumb, bro. No. Give me, yeah, bro. Give me the unibrow, bro. I'll rock that Anthony Davis all day. I'll rock that Anthony Davis.
Well, every time I see it, I just want to let me just wax that little spot right there.
Why do people that get unibrows never just shave that shit off?
I don't fucking know.
I don't have a unibrow, but sometimes you can actually see it a little bit. Every now and then, you just shave that shit off. Why is it so hard? Do they want to have a unibrow? I don't get it.
Maybe they do.
I mean, I think also, like, unfortunately, society has, like, it's changing now, but for the longest time, like, men were just not taught that self-care is something they should do. That's woman shit. No, that's called taking pride in your body. But men weren't really taught to do that. They weren't told that was okay. If you did that, you were, there was something wrong with you. Whereas now, as a society, like, it's okay. Guys go get manicures. Why? Because it's good to take care of your hands.
Well, to be fair, too, the time period you're talking about, why the hell are they going to take care of it? They're just going to go into a mine or a factory and get it dinged up anyways.
Right. They were putting on fucking armor, fighting the king's wall.
Yeah. All right. Let me make myself pretty to go ground up by this machine at work. Yeah.
Yay!
Yay!
Hey, look, if women had to do it, men could do it too.
All right, guys. I got to get my kids off the bus stop. I want to thank you guys for coming in. Charlie, what's your social medias?
I'm at Angel Hair Pasta Gaming on, let's see, Twitter, it's Angel Hair Pasta 6, and Twitch, it's Angel Hair Pasta Gaming.
Nice. What about you, Skelly?
Skelly the bassist on Twitch.
There you go. All right.
Ah, man, I'm Cultivat everywhere. Just Google it.
Peace. We out, y'all. Thanks for showing up, y'all. Peace.
No worries.
Bye.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Good shit. Loved it. Yo, what is up? I want to thank Angel Hair Pasta, Skelly, and Odd for popping in with me, having some fun. I want to do more shit like that, especially with the new year coming up, the new year Dummast podcast. Definitely going to be doing some games and just doing some different type of shit. So stay tuned for that. We're about to get into the second interview with, not second interview, but the second part to the Johnathan Majors conversation I had with my cousin Unknown. Let's go. I kind of want to move to the more interesting shit.
I go for it.
I want to move to so because of all this, because of not even all, you can't even say all this. You're talking about 2 felonies. So because of these 2 felonies, Disney
Check that. Check that. Two
What's that?
misdemeanors.
I'm
Two
sorry.
misdemeanors.
I'm sorry. I meant to say misdemeanors. Sorry about that. Because of these 2 misdemeanors, Disney has what is it Disney? Is it the MCU? Marvel? Like who officially dropped him from?
Disney. Disney owns
Okay.
Marvel and the MCU, so Disney officially let him go. And I would have to say this: I applaud Disney for getting it right this time. I don't think the verdict played out in his favor. Shit, he should have hired the lady that
Fuck
Johnny Depp hired.
that. Fuck that. For
He should
two
have hired
mis
the.
for 2 misdemeanors, bro.
Hold on. Let me finish. I applaud them for not. Everybody else dropped them right away. At least they held on to the gap. The thing is due process. He made some mistakes picking this lady to defend him. He should have. He at his closing arguments, they both crying. He crying and she crying. I get the due process that's his lawyer, but I applaud Disney for letting due process play itself out and then firing him afterwards. They didn't fire Josh Brolin when he beat his wife, but whatever.
Exactly. See, and that's the
Look,
problem I got. That's
hey,
the
look,
problem I
look,
got.
look,
And
my
I know
guy.
what you're gonna say.
Read
No,
the
bro.
room.
No,
Read the
no, no,
room.
no, no. Well, I can't
Read
read the
the
room,
room. Play the
bro.
game the way the game is played.
Fuck that, bro.
Oh,
Because to me,
I'm
it ain't even a
100%,
race. It ain't even a race
brother,
thing. Like Johnny Depp,
brother.
whatever
I'm
happened to
a
Johnny
hundred
Depp shouldn't have
percent.
happened. And
I'm 100% team. Fuck that. I'm also 100% knowing how this game is played, my brother.
I understand you, but bro, you can't always go. You can't always go with the. Well, that's the way it is because that's the way it is. Sometimes you got to
Oh
call
no,
out bullshit
it
when you
ain't
see the
fair. And
bullshit.
I hope again, it ain't fair. And I hope
Sometimes you
he
got to
appeal.
call out the bullshit when you see the
It
bullshit, bro.
ain't. It ain't fair. And I hope he appeal. But we all knew it was going to happen when it happened. His only recourse was to be found innocent on all these charges, and for his career, he should have picked somebody better to represent him. That's all I'm gonna say.
I
Now,
mean,
Disney,
do you really like? Has he used this lawyer before? Like, what made him to like?
y-
Did he
your
go cheat?
entertainment, your
Did he
entertainment
go?
lawyer.
Did he go cheat?
Hold on, your entertainment lawyer can't be your criminal lawyer.
Oh, that's what he did.
This was his lawyer. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if did she practice criminal law or she's an entertainment lawyer. I just know this was his lawyer. But
Uh,
again, if my life is on the line and I got the money, I'm hiring. I'm hiring. She's gonna have some help,
See,
even if I trust her. So I'm picking her. And like I said, loyalty. His loyalty was his issue because he didn't sling no dirt in. He stayed with his lawyer, who from the get go started making mistakes. But she gonna have some help. She would have had some help
this is
because
my
she didn't.
this is my thing, and I kind of want to go against the word you said. You want to applaud Disney for getting it right. What did they get right?
They didn't. So my thing is this: when it comes down to these allegations and all courses, Me Too and everything, you have to let due process run its course. You can't just sit there and say, "Oh, somebody said X, Y, and Z, so I'm going to counsel you right now." That's what they did with Johnny Depp, and then they made that mistake that they lost a whole franchise by jumping the gun on Amber Heard just to find out that she was shitting in his bed and she was giving just as good as she was getting. So at least this time they said, "Hey, I see everybody else dropping you, but we're gonna wait till the case is over, see how it play out, and then we'll make our decision then." So that in itself, at least they let the process play out. He should have got better lawyers, but they let the process play out.
What? Okay, so what is okay? So why do you think Disney dropped him? Like, what did he do? That I mean, we all know
They
Disney is a
they
kids company, but like
they
the girl's
dropped him
finger was hurt.
because
Like,
they dropped him because the word guilty is now associated with him.
I mean, he could have been guilty for you know
Again,
he could have been
again, read
guilty
the
for
room.
anything. Like guilty don't
Honestly,
always mean like
he should be, if I was him, if I was Jonathan Majors right now, you know what I'll be doing? I'll be on somebody's talk show explaining this, explaining the verdict, explaining my desire to appeal. I'll be on CNN, Fox. I'll be sitting there because again, my livelihood. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to survive this. He's guilty of her being hurt as he defended himself. He's guilty of
so that
taking his phone back and in doing so hurting her finger.
Right. So, and that's the
Again,
problem. That's the problem I got, and I can't.
the
And
two
Disney
lesser
knows that. It's like
the
Disney, you
two
know
the
that.
two the that's the point. Disney knows that, but the people don't. I could tell you I
What
could tell
people?
you I saw
What
at
people?
least
What
the
people?
American people,
Bro,
the people who
okay.
support Disney.
Let me ask you something.
I
Let me
saw I saw
wait,
hold
bro.
on. I saw six.
Wait,
Go ahead.
bro. You've
Go
been
ahead. Go
talking all
ahead.
day.
Go
Hold on,
ahead.
hold on.
Go ahead. Go
You
ahead. Go
think
ahead. Go
right now
ahead.
there is more people right now
Hmm. Hmm.
that are probably upset that he's dropped from Disney and he's not going to be in these movies than are people that are clapping and applauding. So
Okay.
really, what is Disney trying to do? What are they saving? What are they,
But Disney is thinking about their woke campaign. Disney is thinking about their
they woke
their
campaign,
rep
bro? You sound like
they rep
no, wait.
they
You sound
hold on. They
you
thinking
s-
about they
you
well
sound like
Disney
DeSantis, bro. They
Disney
woke.
way woke. No, DeSantis is an idiot, but
No,
Disney is
you
woke.
sound like DeSantis.
DeSantis is crazy. DeSantis went after Disney like that wasn't gonna hurt his like bro. Disney is Florida. What are you doing? That's like that's like that's like charging your mama tax in her house. It's like it's stupid. But nah, Disney is going woke. But again, you have to. They have people who would boycott if they didn't make a move. And here's the thing: it wasn't hard. It wasn't a hard decision. The Ant-Man didn't do as well. Loki wasn't as well. It wasn't hard getting away from Kang. Kang.
Are they okay? So let's get into the good shit. We got back over here, and I didn't even want to go back over here. But okay. So Jonathan Majors no longer with the MCU,
Uh-huh.
so they got to pivot. Are they going
They
to
got
recast Kang, or are we going to go with Doom?
So
What are we
Doom is
doing here?
already in the works. So I think they may switch over to Doom. You got to think they still got the ace in the pocket with they still got the ace in the hole with X-Men. Uh, they have to pivot to another big bad. They just have to.
And it sucks, man, because I really like John. I think he was killing this role. I think he was killing this Kang role, and I wanted to see more of Kang. We got a little bit of Kang and Ant Man. We got Kang in both episodes of I'm sorry, both seasons of Loki, and I was really looking forward to that. I'm at the point right now.
Kane was
Jonathan
never
Majors
gonna
killed.
work.
Why is that? Why was it never gonna work?
You about to get me into my
Go
woke
ahead.
shit
That's what
again.
I want. That's what I want.
Kane wasn't gonna work because they cast a black man to be him.
What?
What's the next
What?
franchise? Hold on. What's the next franchise they plan on coming out with?
What do you mean? They? Who is
So
they?
Marvel.
Oh, I don't know. X Men. You got a
X-Men, you got
Fantastic
X-Men, you got
Four. Yeah.
Fantastic Four. Kang is Reed Richards' great grandson. So if Reed Richards is, you've already seen
Come on,
Reed
bro. You know
Richards.
they would just ignore something like that, bro. They would just ignore that and just not make that a thing. See,
You don't you
you hardcore nerd book nerds. Y'all want everything to be by the book, and it's TV. You can't
hold on,
have
bro.
it.
I don't at all. To be perfectly honest, it gets under my car when I see these people get upset when they draw a black Superman. It's like he's supposed to be a guy or he's supposed to be a girl, but these dudes they take these things serious, and so you already split the audience when you made Kane black. They should have just left him blueface, which he is in the comic. So
Bro. Nah, bro. Kang killed it. I wanted to see Kang more, and I'm still to the point. I like the character enough where I wouldn't mind if they recast him. And they can explain that. Bro, just look. I mean, you had a light skin Rhodey, and then the next movie he's super dark skinned, man. And you had what's the lady name on the Oracle? She was a dark skinned black lady first, then she became a light skinned black lady. It
come
could be
on,
done,
man.
bro. It could be
Come on,
done,
Tony
bro.
Stark, man. Man, have you ever? Let me sidetrack. Have you ever heard Jamie Foxx do that? His argument against Terrence Howard. bro,
Bro,
that
Jamie
kills me.
Foxx, bro, I
That
never
kills me
knew he
every
was this
time.
good with impressions, bro. I never knew he was this good at with impressions. You muted yourself.
Yeah, I was coughing.
Oh,
Yeah, Tony Stark, man. Where's my suit, man?
hey, man. I want to play Iron Man, man. Why you kick me off
Here's
of
the
Iron Man, man?
here's the thing. The Kang story don't have to be over. I saw some things today about Borga. You know, the kid who played the black guy on Star Wars.
Yeah, I
He
saw
looks
that.
he looks a lot like him.
I saw
I
that.
saw
I don't
so
think
he
they
could
look
play.
alike, but
They
he
look
could play
enough alike.
that role.
Well, here's the thing. You don't know what Kang. Only Kang you know is He Who Remains, and then you know the one that was locked up. So you don't know
Exactly.
how many years passed,
Exactly.
nor do you know which Kang started the war.
They did show the
Um,
count. They showed the counts of Kangs like in statues, and they all look
they
like
did.
Johnathan Majors. But
Well, they showed the Council of Kangs at the end of Ant-Man.
yeah,
So I mean, you can very much so
they
have
can
an
you can
you
clean
can
that up
recast
though.
Kang,
You can clean it up. You can like when
but
you see Kang again, I wanted to change how I look, or you could do something. You know,
but the
you
thing
could do
is,
something.
it's too it if Ant-Man got better reviews, I would say keep Kang, but it didn't. Ant-Man got some really low reviews. The Marvels got trash reviews.
I didn't even waste my
Loki,
time with that one yet. I'm
um,
probably gonna see it. I'll wait till it
don't
come on
don't
Disney Plus, but
don't.
I'm gonna
So here's the
watch it,
thing.
bro. I'm
I
not gonna
go
go to
watch
the
every.
show and
You
see
know
it,
me.
but
I go watch every Marvel movie, and my wife made that a family movie. And like 5 minutes in, if my family wasn't there, I would have left their ass. That shit was horrible.
was it? I'm gonna use one of your. Was it woke?
Uh, yeah, yeah. They did too much. Here's again. When I say Marvel is woke, it's because it's because they're trying to bring everybody in,
Is
and
it a bad
and they're
thing?
trying. Yeah, it is.
Why is that a
Be-
bad thing?
Because in bringing everybody in or attempting to bring everybody in, you piss off your core audience because you betray your core audience for the sake of bringing everybody in. So the thing is, okay, let's say it like this: the NBA started the WNBA in an attempt to bring more people in.
Yes.
Women watch more band basketball than women basketball.
Okay.
So why change it?
Because they wanted to bring in women who like women basketball. So here's the thing,
It,
and
it
this is the.
to
Go
how
ahead.
much money though? To how much money? They're getting nothing from it. So Marvel's doing the same thing. They're trying to bring more people in, and so they're
But
pandering. They're
again,
changing their
why is this a bad thing? The
because it
WNBA is
doesn't.
not taken away from the NBA. It's not taken
But
away,
because it doesn't improve the product.
but
It
it
doesn't
doesn't
improve
hurt
the.
the product.
Yes, it does.
How does it hurt the product?
Because you change things that people are.
Wait, what are you changing by
Hold on.
adding a women's
Okay.
NBA?
No, I'm just saying. I use the WNBA as an example, but let me keep it at Marvel. So Marvel in the comics is Captain Marvel is a man. They made her a woman. They picked the wrong woman to play her because she has way too much whatever that is,
Way too much what?
and whatever
I
that
don't know
is,
what you're talking about. Way too much
whatever the
what?
fuck that is, and it turned off the audience. So here's the thing: you wanted to change things to bring more people to it, but you didn't. That number of people you thought was bringing in didn't show up, and the people that you lost in the process was your true audience. So it's like, why betray or why turn off the people who are here to pay money to get money or to get bring in the people who don't pay money or who won't pay money? You see what I'm saying? I'd rather
Okay.
just say, hey, we have a product that let's just keep it a bean. We have a product that old nerdy comic book geeks like, and they'll pay for it and they'll continue to pay for it, and they won't miss a Marvel outing if we play to the core storylines that they want to see in live action. But if we come in and bring in and start making stark changes in the attempt to bring in people who don't watch this or who aren't as diehard about it, you're going to lose the funding from the people who are trying to get the funding from the people who aren't.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Here's my take on it. And I think
All right.
I think I think what you're saying is true.
It's
I
just
think
business.
right. And that's where I was going. I think this is more of a business decision. Let me get as much eyeballs on this product as I possibly can. Has not
Mhm,
like they can wrap it in whatever package they want to, being woke, being progressive, being
mhm,
just more. I get like I said, more progressive. They just want to be more progressive. They want that
mhm.
image, but it's really we want to get as many eyeballs in this as we can. We have
But
seen
at what
Marvel movies.
cost?
We have seen Marvel movies. We have seen Marvel movies now, and I think it started somewhere around the Eternals,
Mhm,
where you're seeing like married men and
mhm,
things like that, which I have no problem with. Doesn't bother me at all. But I understand the move.
mhm,
You're not really trying to cater. You're not really trying to look. You're not really trying to look accepting. That's what you just
mhm.
wanted to. I'm sorry, you are trying to look accepting, but at the same time, your hands is out because you're trying to tap into another market, and
And
that's the way
again,
I look at it. So in a
if
way,
you
you're
look at the
right.
first, if you look at the first, let's say 6 movies, you stuck to your core base. They made billions of dollars. You're trying to tap into another market, but you're doing so in such a way that you're turning off that base and you're not making half the money that you made before.
This is true. This is true.
So at what point i- am I pandering to an audience that's never going to come? And that's kind of what I meant by the WNBA. I'm pandering to an audience that's not going to show up. And Marvel's doing that. Marvel is trying to grab more attention and bring more eyes in, but they are going away from the. It's kind of like the recipe works. Stick with the recipe that works. You'll make $1 billion because
Right.
everybody can respect and go see that product. But when I mean even the people see the gimmick. Even the people who would support it see the gimmick and decide, man, I'm not going to see that.
Exactly. And I think more so. I don't think it has anything with them. They're trying to look woke, but at the same time, like I said, their hand is out. They're just trying to
Yeah,
look woke, bro. Their
yeah,
hand is
yeah,
out.
yeah.
It's not
I
like
don't.
they say LGBT could come watch the movies for free. They're not saying that. They're not saying if you're a feminist, you get to watch the movie for free. They're not saying that. They still got their hands out. So I guess I would just kind of word it a little different. Like I just don't think it's them being woke. They just want to look a certain way. That's all.
The one thing that people liked about DC when DC was I'm not want to say DC, I'll say the Snyderverse. The one thing that people liked about the Snyderverse is that it stuck to the content. It was dark. Fans that liked it. You know who didn't like it? Marvel fans. Because comic book fans, every comic book fan I ever spoke to, read or followed or reviewed it, I said, hey, it's true to the continuity of the content, but it ain't light and it ain't inclusive and it is what it is. I mean, I'm giving you a comic book movie that you can mirror to the pages that you read as a kid. I don't have to change the product for you to like it. You already like it. I'm gonna tell you the next movie just about to flop. You seen the trailer for Madam Web?
Yes.
Ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, that doesn't look appealing to me at all. I'm gonna
Ain't
be
going
honest, like
nowhere.
none of this Marvel, and I've said it on previous podcasts before. None of this new Marvel shit is appealing to me. I'll go watch it because I just want to keep up with the story because I know at some point the wheels gotta go. Like it's gonna get better, but like
I'm gonna tell you.
this first phase they came out with,
I'm gonna tell you what
this
Marvel need to
phase and a
do.
half
I'm gonna tell
is
you what
not
Marvel
good.
need to do. And this is the problem that DC had when they got away from Snyder. What Marvel need to do is go and beg Kevin Feige not Kevin Feige. What's the guy
Favreau.
who Favreau
Yeah.
to come back.
Favreau killing it though. Favreau killing it with Star Wars.
Favreau went over to Mandalorian
He
and
is
did the
killing
same
it
thing
with Star Wars.
that he did with Marvel, to the point where Dave Filoni is about to have a whole Mandoverse.
About to. They kicking it off.
They kicking it off. And
Bro,
in that Mandoverse, you
not
got
be
Grogu, you got Ahsoka, you got Mandalorians, you got Thrawn,
Boba Fett, you
you
got
got Boba Fett,
you got Andor, you got
you got an Avengers movie.
yes.
Because that's what Favreau did.
And
He
gave
you a slow bill and then gave you a compilation.
So we
And that
getting what's it called?
compilation,
Thrawn? The
the
yeah.
Thrawn series, yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna
You
be
got
like their version of the
of
Avengers.
Thanos.
Yeah.
He's
I
their
can't wait
Thanos.
for it. I can't wait for it.
But that
I've been
all the
reading up. I
story
don't mean to cut you off. I've been reading up on that shit you were talking about the
I told you about, yeah, man. He ain't no joke.
Anakin possibly coming back. I think that's
Yeah,
gonna happen, bro.
he
I
ain't
think
no
that's
joke.
gonna happen. Anakin ain't
It ain't
dead,
no
bro.
So again, I
I
told
think
you.
he's
Did you go back and watch those episodes I told you
yeah,
about?
but no, I've just been reading on it, bro.
Yeah.
And even when I think back to and we got all off the beaten path, but we talking nerd shit, so we gonna let it ride. Uh, I'm thinking back to like the way Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, their force ghost was. Anakin's was totally different. Anakin was there, bro. Like you heard, like the fact that the kid could hear the lightsaber. That had nothing. Didn't know Obi-Wan at all. I mean, didn't know Anakin at all. He heard it.
Anakin was only a Force ghost once, and that was at the end of Star Wars.
Yes, the end with Ewoks watching them
And
and shit like that.
with
Yes.
the Ewoks watching
Yeah.
them. And if you remember the original Star Wars, it wasn't Anakin.
It was some
It
old man.
was
Yeah.
it was the old man who actually
Yeah.
played Vader.
Mm-hmm.
And then they redid it. They made it Anakin, but technically, that's the only time you've seen Anakin as a Force ghost. Every time you see him, he's been the living Force.
Yes.
Which in those episodes I was telling you about was the intent for him to be the living force, balancing the good and the evil, especially since he's both represented the good, the dark side, and the light side. So they're building something special over there. You looked at the last episode, you saw Sabine was looking off in the distance and thought she saw something, and then when Ahsoka looked, she saw Anakin.
Mm-hmm.
He's present, and I think that's going to be. I think when we get back, because of Ray Stevenson dying, he's going to already be transformed to the son. I think Ahsoka's going to take her place as the daughter. I think Anakin's going to be the father, just like in that
awesome.
episode.
That's gonna be awesome. I can't wait.
But that's what Favreau needs. That's what Kevin Feige needs to do. He needs to say, "Hey, I have 3 new products. I have 3 new reset buttons. I have Doom. I have Fantastic Four, which can bring in Galactus and the Silver Surfer and a whole bunch of other shit. And I have X-Men, which we've already been hitting at with the emergence of the mutagene and things like that. If I was him, I will find somebody to come champion those stages in again. I mean, he got 30 more years of Marvel movies if he played these right in 10 and in the way comic book continuity goes. You start a couple of episodes, you get up into an annual, and then you have the big team up in the annual.
Right.
He needs to do the same thing that they did in the first stage. Otherwise, these onesies, twosies, these crazy Thor movies, these woke characters, and it's gonna eventually burn out. That's gonna be the burnout. The conversation about how much people hating it is gonna be the burnout.
I think they
People
just
get
need
tired of talking about it.
stop putting. I can't say stop putting out. They need to just get the ball rolling and get to the point already. It's been what? When did Id Game come out? That was 3-4 years ago.
Oh no, man, long time ago.
Okay, so bro, get the ball rolling, man. Like, let's get to a point. Y'all started with the Kang. Y'all started to get there, but then y'all was still, while we were seeing Kang, we start seeing others. You put Kang in a
That
movie that
was
didn't even need to be in there.
that was 2019.
Yeah, 5 years ago. So,
Yeah.
so it's time to get Marvel. It's time to get the ball rolling. Let's get to a plot. Let's get to something. But now we got a
I think they
backseat
was
because
I
Kang.
think they was trying to with Kang. I think they was trying to get to something with Kang, but I think they can put Jonathan Majors, or they can even
They
put
can
Kang on the
just
back.
recast. Just recast.
They can
This.
put him on the back burner for a while, and they can bring out Doom, or they can bring out Fantastic Four, or they can stop playing around and with the X-Men, because right now they completely wasted the X-Men cameo in that Marvels movie, and it's like, okay, you keep.
See, I don't even know about it. So what
I'm
Marvel's
just
movie?
saying, the Marvels girls, the girl of Marvels movie.
See,
That's what I'm
I
saying. Like,
didn't
you
see
just
it. I
you
didn't see I didn't
But
see
that's what I'm
Marvel.
saying. Like, it was completely worthless. It was only a payout to the fans who's waiting to say, "Hey, this is still in the wings." But they totally misplayed it by putting it there, just to what? Get people to come see the last 5 minutes of a movie. Like, again, they gon' I had this guy at my job say one time that you gonna finally figure out what you want to do, and ain't gonna be nobody here to do it. And
Mm,
that's what Marvel did. They're gonna finally figure out what they want to do, and there ain't gonna be no good directors left. There ain't gonna be no good talent left, and people are gonna been then moved on from it.
mm,
And the case is in the pudding. DC said, "Hey, we want to do the same thing we did with Marvel." So they went and got a Marvel director to come lead them. So they went and got James Gunn, which arguably is one of the best, three movies. The like, the Guardians of the Galaxy series
hmm
is
Yeah,
they're the goofiest ones, but they are the best story
I
movies
love those
in.
movies. I
Oh
love
yeah,
Guardians of the Galaxy.
story wise, character
It's
development
written really well.
wise,
It's
those are the
written really
best.
well. Yeah,
And so that he's now heading up, DC studios, much like a Kevin Feige or a Favreau. And you got Favreau and Dave Filoni about to do the same thing with Star Wars. Marvel's going to be competing for eyes, because people are going to be looking at other shit if they don't get their act together.
yeah,
And it won't be anything but still in the way they what made them famous, and other people doing it better.
gotcha.
So,
Yep. Well, I'm about to cut it, bro. Thank you for hopping on. Really appreciate the
Kang.
talk. Kang.
I'm sorry, I ain't mean to talk too much. It's been
No,
a
you
while.
good. You good. That's what I did last week. All right, bro.
Yeah,
We gonna
you
get
was
out of
on
here.
one.
Yeah. You gotta be sometimes. But
Hey
what's your
man,
social medias, bro?
get the fuck out of here now.
All right,
Cut it
we
out.
out, bro.
You act like one day I'm gonna slip up and say it.
No, it's just it's at this point it's a running bit, bro.
Nah, bro.
At this point it's a running gag, bro.
Nah.
All right, man. Thanks for popping on. All right, man. That's it. I ain't got nothing much else. Definitely want to look out for. I'm gonna try to get a holiday episode in. Definitely look out for that. But if not, and I can't get that episode in before the New Year's, I want to thank everybody for a great, fantastic year of the Dummast podcast. Even though I took off for a couple months, to get my head right. But definitely want to thank everybody that was involved. Captain Great, I think I got Charlie G on an episode or two. Rotten Hatred, man. I just had a lot of people. The RP bunch, everybody out of the RP bunch. Had a lot of y'all in here. Want to thank everybody. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Let's get it. 2024 coming up. And now, like I said, I'm gonna try to get an episode in here. But if I can't, just want to give out my thank you, send out these roses and flowers and whatnot. Man, definitely stay tuned for the next year of the Dummast podcast. I'm not going nowhere. I'm pumping out episodes. I'm hyped. Let's go. Let's get it. And happy holidays. Peace.